Welcome back to Horse Racing. Today, HRT Rich makes his return along with Terry with a new view over there at 8 Hollywood Hay. Looking a little bit different today, Mr. Terry. You having a little bit of computer problems, huh?
That's right. The main computer's in the shop getting fixed, and this is my laptop, so this is best I can do.
Well, It doesn't look bad, Terry. It looks pretty good, actually. I'm impressed.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm back after a week off. Some fun and sun down in Tampa. It was a good time down there. Hopefully we can have a good time today with our picks. Of course, always free stuff at Guaranteed Tip Sheet. Today's free track of the day is Finger Lakes. A little muddy up there in that part of the country. Apparently they should be building arcs because rained all weekend for Belmont, right? Now raining again. So hopefully they got the hammers out, they got the dimensions out, and they're building the arc 2x2. Again, there's a link for the free picks down in the description on YouTube. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. We'd really like to get to 10,000 subscribers as fast as possible. When the show's over, right there on horseracingtoday.net, Terry will post all of our picks, our comments. While you're there, kindly hit the HRT gear button. Get yourself a See You in the Winner Circle shirt for men and ladies, of course. And you can personalize it if white is not your color, because like me, if you wear white and anything that you eat ends up on your shirt, you may prefer a different color. Very customizable. All right, Terry, it's been a bit. Hopefully I'm not rusty, but let's see if indeed I can at least manage the show correctly. Fire away with the conditions.
All right, it's a 6 furlong race, and it's a $12,500 purse. It's claiming race, $12,500 claiming race. Purse is $23,000 for 3-year-olds and upward, which have won 2 races.
Well, we don't think you're crazy, Private Raz. We know. Just kidding, of course. Back to my usual mischievous self there, Mr. Terry. All right, so for 6 furlongs, the profile of a winner favors horses with early speed, 35%. Get to the lead, keep the lead, and never relinquish it. The rail for Planet gets a big bonus. 2 and 3, those post positions are fair. 4 through 7, they're the worst place to be. 8 and out also perform under par. As you know, we do our smart sheets, all sorts of simulations to come up with all kinds of things. But 35% of the time, Terry, the leader is also your winner. So knowing who's going to be out front can be very helpful. So who's that going to be?
Well, it appears to me that anybody can. As you can see, they've all got some pretty good speed there. So.
Yeah, indeed. And as far as hitting that par number of 85, that's the par speed figure, according to the folks at Brisnet, Terry. So far, none of them have been able to clear that hurdle.
No, but that 4 might be able to today, because it's got some percentage under the data, the highest, actually.
Yeah, the only one, the par plus, meaning when we did our 1,000 simulations and we calculated out who had the best chance to run par today, the 4-horse, El Mediocho. Our race shape shows us, Terry, that most of the horses want to be middle of the back. One front runner here in the 2. He shows up in here, so maybe out there, Terry. But in all likelihood, it may not be the one that gets the most comfortable race. That belongs to a couple of other horses.
Yeah, that 1 and that 7 are both over that 50% mark that we like to see them. So they may be very comfortable in this race.
Yeah, and there's a description to all of these data points in the description on YouTube, along with this sheet. Kindly use that. Soon we'll have some news as to how we'll make this available to you at every track. Top 4 total pace horses, which kind of crushed it on the weekend at Belmont. 4, 2, 5, and 6, 70% of the time or more, the winner ends up coming out of that group, Terry. So the first time with me in a while, who's your top choice?
Well, I want to answer Private Ross's question. He says, Terry looks like he's lost weight. Yes, I've lost 28 pounds in the last 5 or 6 weeks. So I'm on a good losing streak here. And now I'm going to go to my picks. I like the number 2, One Last Kiss. Won his last race at Parx Racing. Has a high percentage winning jockey, Paco Lopez. And then I like the 4, my second choice. He traveled to Monmouth and didn't do so well there, but returns to Parx Racing where he won his 2 previous races here. And he has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then 5, Money Hungry. He ran 6th at his last race as a favorite, but he has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 30% of the races when bringing a beaten favorite back to race again, and he has a good jockey. And then number 1, Planet, is my long shot. The rail post went in 21% clip, and he has a trainer wins 32% of the races when taking a horse from a sprint to a route to a sprint. And then I'm going to play the very first Don Johnson Miami Vice pick 4. I'm going to use the 1, 2, 4, 5 with the 1, 3, 4 with the 2, 4. Finish up with the 1, 3, 5, 6 $48 ticket.
Terry, all natural, or you get a little help for the weight loss?
The first 20 pounds was all natural, and then the last 8 pounds is Ozempic.
Oh, there you go. So slightly yes to Private Ross. I'm going to start with the 4-horse El Medianoche, the medium 8. I don't know. Simulation favorite. The last race was better than it looked because the fractions were quicker. Number 2, One Last Kiss, top last race speed figure. Over here, you'll see that was 9 points better than anybody else. Andrew Beyer says anytime it's 3 or more, consider those horses. Next up for me is Money Hungry. Aren't we a little bit of money hungry, all of us? It's a maybe horse. The rest of the field is littered with no's. We talked about that right there. And then finally, number 1, Planet Big Time Rail Bonus. By far the top C-Zone horse. Better early pace and quarter-mile fractions last out. You see the fractions and pace right here. The only horse that had quicker fractions last time around the track. For me, my Don Johnson pick 4. We're going to start off exactly the same way, except I'm going to go 1, 3. Really thought about singling the 3 in that mix right there to cut the cost in half. 1, 2, 4, and 6, and then 1, 3, 6 on the back end for $48 for me. Race 2, Terry, in a 9-race card is what we're about to get started with. I think this and 7 furlongs are the most popular distances today.
Yeah, actually, this is 6.5 furlongs, I think. It's an optional claiming race, $25,000 claiming price, purse $28,000 for 3-year-olds and upward, which have started for $25,000 or less, which have never won 2 races, or a claiming price of $25,000 and which have never won 2 races.
Yes, indeed. And to get that second win, which they make sure you don't miss, that's what they're going for here. The profile of the winner at 6.5 furlongs says tactical speed. So you want to be middle forward, not necessarily on the lead, but still 32% that win the race to the quarter-mile marker, win the race to the 6.5 furlong line. The inside 3 get a pretty good bonus. 4 and out, a similar discount. So if you're wear a 1, you wear a 2, you wear a 3, and you're fast in race number 2, you have a good chance, Terry, and it looks like one of those numbers qualifies.
Yeah, that's right. If you take a look here, the 1 and the 4 actually have the most speed, and they could go head to head, especially that 1 horse.
Yeah, the 1 horse has a little bit better early pace numbers on the inside. That should be an advantage, but neither the 1 nor the 4 has hit par.
No, that's true. Only ones that have is the 3. As you can take a look and see here. The other 3 horses are maybes, and they came within 5 points of equaling or exceeding the speed par number for this race.
A little overlay, perhaps, with the 2 and the 3 as well in here. 2 horse, the only horse dropping in class. The 3 horse staying still. The 1 and the 4 moving up in class. Only 4 horses in here, Terry. Looks like the 1 wants to be out front, will be out front, and they're decent C-Zone, but the 3 gets the best C-Zone. 3 also a top total pace, more than 10 points better than everybody else. 5 points equals 1 length. So according to that, the 3 could be a 2-length winner. Terry, what do you think?
All right. Well, let me go back to what I think. I'm got here to the number 3. I like the 3 as my first choice. He ran second versus similar in his last race. His best start speed is fastest among today's starters. He has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Awesome Warrior of the 4 is my second choice. He's finished in the money his last 4 starts. Won 1 of the races and finished third versus similar in the last race. And he has a high percentage winning trainer. Curious Soul, the 1, third choice. He won his last race at Parx Racing. And he has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Amor Dior, the 2 is my long shot. He has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 22% of the races when taking a horse from a sprint to a route to a sprint, and his best start speed is faster than the average winning speed. Second, Don Johnson, pick 4. 1, 3, 4 with the 2, 4 with the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the 1, 2, 6, a $45 ticket.
I'm going to start with the 3 horse Biagio. I almost thought about singling that guy right there. Only yes horse in the field. By far the top par plus and top total pace, 10 points. Just sometimes at Parx, low odds equals second place. We see that happen way too often. So I put Curious Soul as my second choice. Could be your pace setter. Better pace middle out last time out and room to improve in round 2 off the sidelines. Awesome Warrior or Gold Some Warrior, whichever way you look at it. Paco Lopez could be better in the second start after a layoff as well. Only horse with better early pace and fractions last out. And then Amor de Oro, Love the Gold. Terry, who doesn't? Cut back in distance could benefit this horse. In the money, 6 of 11 at Parx, and probably going to be your longest shot on the board. I'm going to go 1-3, 1-2-4-6, 1-3-6, and then 1-2 and 3 to close out my pick 4, which I think that one's only $36, right? Yeah, that's what it is.
Yep.
Race number 3. That's next for you and me, Terry. So let's talk about this one.
All right, another 6.5 furlong race. It's a claiming race, $7,500 claiming price. Purse is $21,000 for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 4 races.
Yes, to get win number 4, just like to get win number 2 in race number 2. What you're looking for is tactical speed, be middle forward. On the inside's better than the outside. So pay attention to horses that wear the 1, the 2, or the 3, particularly if they have any giddy up and go, Terry, and do any fit that description.
Well, you can see here that probably anybody could be there because you can see there's a lot of speed here, although the 4 and the 6 have the most speed.
Yeah, the 4 has a 8.3 points. So you figure every 5 points, 1 length, so about a length and a half early speed edge. Well, the 1 and 3 to the inside could give it a little bit of a difficulty. We'll see if that's the case. Most of these horses, Terry, with a chance to hit par already or to hit it and exceed it today.
That's right. If you take a look here, the 2-4-6 in the past has equaled or exceeded the speed par number for this race. And the other 2-3 horses, the 1, 3, and 5 have come within 5 points, especially that 3 got really close. And then if you look at what could possibly happen today, there's actually only 4 horses that the data thinks that they'll either equal or come within the speed limit for this, or the speed rating for this race.
We found going through the numbers, 9 out of 10 horses show some improvement in their prior start. So all the odd number horses not improving last out, all the even number horses showing some improvement. The 1 horse and the 4 horse dropping in class, the 4 horse moving down 2 lengths. That's a pretty big drop, Terry. And he gets a good jockey to boot.
That's right. The 4 has the best jockey. The 5 has the best trainer. But I really believe the 5 has the best trainer-jockey combination.
Our race shape here, 2 EP types, so they can either lead or co-pilot. So they have versatility. The rest want to be middle back, should favor speed. 4 horse should get out to that lead there, Terry. And it does look like a few of them should find this race to their liking today.
Yeah, there's several of these that are above the 50% mark that we like to see. That would be the 3, 5, and the 6. Especially that 5 is going to be very comfortable in this race.
And we measure that by taking a look at the early pace and then the horse's best performances and see how close today's races will match their best performances and putting them in their comfort zone, hence C zone, because comfort doesn't fit in the Excel spreadsheet. 2 horse, another one of those horses with a big last race speed figure edge, more than 3 points. 1, 2, 4, and 6 grade out as our top total pace horses. Terry, who grades out as your winner here?
I like the 4 Sonadora girl. She comes back from Gulfstream Park to Parx Racing, where she is 1 for 1. So she's perfect here. And she has a high percentage winning trainer and switches high percentage winning jockey Paco Lopez. Mary Chill is 2 as my second choice. She likes Parx Racing. Been in the money 44% of the times that she's ran here and won 19% of those starts. And at today's distance, she's been in the money 50% of the time, winning 25% of the starts. The 1 On This Harvest Moon is my third choice. Tried turf at a mile, had trouble at the start, finished poorly, and now returns to the dirt, where she won 2 races out of the last 3 starts on the dirt and drops in class today. I like the 6 as my long shot fast motion. She has finished in the money in 5 of her 10 starts at Parx Racing, winning 2 of those races, and she can go the distance. No additional bets for me here.
Well, we like the first 2 the same. The 4 horse Sonadora girl. Yes. English, believe it or not, is my first language. Should be on the lead, does have that 8-point early speed advantage over the rest. Better early pace, drops 2 lengths in class. Lots of reasons to think that one should be out front and stay there. Mary Chill is that top last race speed figure horse, 5 points better than everybody else with some better pace from the middle out. Then the 6 horse, Fast Motion, should be better in the second start off their layoff. Hit the board in half of its Parx races. And then finally on this Harvest Moon, does have that top total pace, drops in class, strong rail, and is, if you see here, our one of our simulation favorites in there, the 1 horse, tied with the 4 horse. So no bets for me because we have $100 bet. Terry's best bet should be coming up momentarily. I'm spreading mine out across 3 races on our $100 Benny in the Bets. Before we get to Benny in the Bets and anything else, we have to talk about this 5.5 furlong sprint.
Yeah, we're going to drop back 1 furlong to 5.5 furlongs. It's a claiming race, $7,500 claiming price. Purse is $21,000 for 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 4 races.
Yeah, and these speedsters, as you can imagine, speed does work usually, although our good friend did point out to us that yesterday the speed did not hold up. So keep an eye on that today. Scary Creations pointing out, did not hold yesterday at all. I was in the airport, so I didn't really get to watch a whole lot of the races in there. But nonetheless, it's good to have quality control from the folks giving us comments, our community. So we love comments. We love picks. Let us know your thoughts no matter where in the world. If you have a baseball bet, you have a basketball bet, you have a hockey bet, there's a horse you love running somewhere on the planet, tell us all about it. Because as Eddie Olczyk told us on the show, you should make a bet every day because you might be walking around lucky and not know it. So that's the way you'll find out. So 5.5 furlongs, the way they usually get to the winner's circle, Terry, is on the lead. It's the most common way. 45%, that's a big number. Take the lead early and have the lead late. There's a very strong rail bonus, so keep an eye out on Baracho Concho. Gotta love that name. 2 and 3 also get a bonus. 4 through 7 a discount. 8 and out rebounds back to fair. Speed, Terry, is the most dominant factor at 5.5 furlongs, and 3 of them look like they'll compete for that leadership spot.
That's right. That 5, 4, and 6 all have pretty good speeds according to the data. And so we'll just have to see who gets the best break and gets there first.
Well, it is a 5-horse race. So Stephen Filder, if you go back and look at our shows on YouTube on how to win a horse racing contest, says 5-horse fields, take the horse with the longest odds, Terry, and who might that be according to our simulation?
Well, it looks like that 4 is 17-1 on the morning simulated odds, and the morning line has him listed at 6-1. So
yeah, right above him, we got a pretty big overlay there with Bobby's Candy also. 12-point last race speed figure edge, big late speed edge over a length there as well. They all should blob in the middle, Terry. So out of this blob, who's likely to like it the most?
Well, it appears to me the 6 will, but the 5 also is a little bit above that 50% mark that we like to see.
1 class dropper in here, Terry. And again, it looks like a split between jockey and trainer.
Yeah, the 1 has the best jockey. The 2 has the best trainer, but I think the 2 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, it's pretty close in there. I think here's your top 4 horses. What do you expect? Pretty good gap for the 3 in there from the 5. So maybe the 3 is the one to beat here, Terry. Bobby's Candy. Anybody taking Bobby's Candy today?
Well, I don't know about that. Let me see. No, I don't think so. I've got the 3 as my first choice, finishing the money in his last 3 starts, winning one of the races, has a high percentage winning trainer, and his best start speed is fast among today's starters. He's actually tied with another horse. And then the 1, Bracho Concho, he won his last race at Parx Racing. His best start speed is fastest than today's starters. He's tied with the Bobby's Candy, and he has a high percentage winning trainer and high percentage winning jockey, Paco Lopez. Then the number 6, Remarkable Mo, is my third choice. He ran second versus similar in his last race. His best start speed is fastest among today's starters, and he's got a high percentage winning jockey. No additional bets for me here.
I've got the 3 horse too, Bobby's Candy. Bobby's Candy could be hard to beat with that 12-point speed figure edge. Simulation favorite, top total pace, big late race edge. Remarkable Mo, next up on my list of horses for race number 5. Incremental improvement, leading to 3 consecutive speed figure increases in a row. And Barry Meadows, good friends of Private Ross, says, hey, that's an alpha angle, wins at 15% or more. Baracho, Concho, Paco. You got anything that ends at O and then Paco rides. I mean, that's got to be something that makes your list of horses. He stays on this one instead of the 5, so Paco made his pick. But the 5 horse should be close to the pace early on and did blow out the competition in its last. I guess I didn't do a pick 4 here, Terry. I'll do one while we go through race 5 and a couple of other things. I don't know how I missed it, but I'll come back to it real quick. Florida was cool. I got to have to say it's good to catch up with mom and dad, no matter how old you are. And then my brother, of course, lives down in Florida too, pilot. Carries stuff all around the world for Atlas Airlines. So he was home. Me and his kids, along with my daughter, went off to Crystal Food. No, we went off to Raymond James Stadium to watch Metallica play on Sunday night, excuse me. Fun time. Electric audience. Loved Clearwater Beach. Nice place to go visit. Got some sun and fun out in the ocean there. Anytime you can get down that way, I would recommend it. It's a good time. As long as you don't mind hot and humid. I actually love hot and humid. All right, Terry. So race number 5 is the mid-race on this card. What's it all about?
Okay, well, let me see here. Race 5 is 7 furlongs, $10,000 claiming race, purse $26,000 for 3-year-olds and upward, which have not won a race since March 10th. Claiming races for $8,000 or less not considered, or which have never won 4 races.
All right. So in order at 7 furlongs to get that additional W, Terry, what we're looking for from a profile of a winner, and this is something we're working on, and we'll have very granular data, hopefully within the next 45 days or so. We'll see. These projects, like working around your house, always take a little longer than you expect. But 35% of the time, the winner goes wire to wire. Again, we see the inside 3 have the edge over the rest. 8 almost comes back. The fair 4 through 7 struggle, Terry. Speed, again, if it holds up today, will be a deciding force, and 2 of them should get out there and give it a go today.
Yeah, that's true. As you can see there, let me get this growing up. The 1 and the 2 have the best speed, and they can go head to head. Just depends on who gets out of the gate with no trouble at all.
And then as far as horses that have been able to make par, Terry, you go ahead and take care of this without any prompting from me. I'm going to go ahead and put a pick 4 together for race number 4.
Yeah, and I got to change mine. Mine's all messed up. So anyway,
all right.
And I'll do that during the show sometime. 1 and 2 and 6 have either equaled or exceeded the par plus number in the past. And then number 3 and 5, they came really close within 1 point of doing that in the past. And as far as to who does it today, they all show a little bit, but the 1, 3, and 6 would be the best ones here that would either equal or exceed the speed par number for today's race. As far as the jockeys go, the 3 has the best jockey, 2 has the best trainer, and I think the 2 is actually the best trainer jockey combination. And then we go down here and look at the C-zone, and it appears to me that the 1 has the best C-zone weight. It's 15% above that 50%. 2 is next in line, and then the 5.
All right. So I did end up finishing up my pick 4 here. So we'll come back to that in just a moment. In the meantime, let's go ahead and make our picks for this race, Mr. Terry, race number 5.
All right. So I like in this race, it's my best bet of the day. And I like the 1 up against it. He likes Parx Racing, finishing the money 70% of the races, winning 40% of the starts, and the distance won't be a problem as he's finished in the money in 50% of the races. And he's won 33% of those starts. Then I like the 2 iconic legacy. He drops in class today. His best start speed is fast among today's starters. He has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, Dr. Bader. The 6 is my 3rd choice, finished in the money in 4 races out of 5 starts at Parx Racing. Won 2 of those. And he likes the distance. I like Jules in the Bay as my long shot, the 3. He finished in the money in the last 3 starts, winning 1 of the races. He has a high percentage winning jockey, and he can go the distance. $40 to win on the 1, a $15 exacta box 1-2, a $5 exacta box 1-2-6. That's it.
All right. So go and rewind real quick. There's my pick 4 for this race, 1, 3, and 6. Yeah, I don't think you can put all those horses in there, Terry. Some of them aren't running in this race. All right. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1 and 2. That's how I'll do it. I think that's another $36. As for race number 5, I like the one horse in here. Up against it is our top C zone, only over 50. Faster fractions despite going longer in its last. And hey, Terry's best bet of the day. So he's bumming right now that I have it rated first. Iconic Legacy, highly consistent performer, also going to be near the lead. It is your only class dropper. Jules in the Bay. It is the simulation favorite. Same fractions at 7 furlongs as 6. So in my book, that's faster. In the money, at the distance, 4 out of 5, 2 seconds, 2/3. So yet to win. So putting a third's a great place. And then finally, I have the 3-horse, Praetorian Guard. Much better early in its last. And then I have them backwards. Jules in the Bay was the 3-horse, then the 6-horse. Dr. Bader, cut back in distance. Should help that horse. Has some early pace as well. So that's the way I ranked them. Terry, are you done with your pick 4 yet or no?
No, I'm still working on it.
All right. So while you work on that, I'll talk about the individual credentials to get into this race 6. So you're looking at 7 furlongs claiming 40 grand. Option. That's not optional claiming. Purse is 35 grand for 3-year-olds and up, which have not won a race since March the 10th. Claiming races for $25,000 or $1,000 or less do not count or have never won 4 races. 7 furlongs, as I mentioned, early speed, 35% of which go wire to wire. Inside 3 get the edge over the rest. Are you almost ready, Terry?
Almost.
All right. So the 2 and the 1 should be your pace setters, although the 2-horse does have a 6-point early pace edge, meaning a little bit more than 1 length. So keep an eye out on that. Bunch of them have shown that they can hit the par speed figure, which is 93. That's a pretty good number up in there, folks. The 1-horse has come within 1 point, so 92. So a little bit of improvement can get there. Only the 4 not showing there. The 1-horse and the 4-horse, according to our simulations, might have a tough time doing it today. None of them really scoring very highly. 1-horse showing no improvement at all. Again, 9 out of 10 winners do show some improvement. The 2 and the 3 with a little bit better fractions last out. The 2-horse staying at the same level. Looks like the 5 and the 6, great jockey trainer combinations. The race shape right here, Terry, most of them want to be middle back. So early speed should matter. That would be the 1 and the 2. The 2-horse having the better C zone. Over here in our chart, you do see that the 6-horse has shown the most upside along with the 5. If you're looking at the average race, it does look like the 5-horse produces the average race top score. 2-horse, a 6-point total pace advantage, so more than 1 length over the rest. 2, 6, 4, and 5, your top 4. Keep an eye on those. Are you ready to make your picks for this one, Terry?
Yeah, I think I just did, didn't I, for the 5th race?
No, we're on race number 6 now. I ran through it.
Oh, that's right. But it says 6th. That's my fault.
That's my fault, but go ahead.
Okay. Whoops.
You're making your picks for race 6.
I know. I'm goofing everything up here. You can fix that for me, huh?
What do you got?
Okay, so in this race here, in the 6th race, I like number 5, Just Call Ray. He ran 2nd versus similar in his last race, should improve at the shorter distance, and he has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Duke Gloucester, the 6 is my second choice. He drops in class today. He has a high percentage winning trainer and switches to high percentage winning jockey. Dr. Steve, the 2 is my third choice, finished 3rd in his last race. His best dirt speed is fast among today's starters, and he has a good 4 furlong workout on June 4th. And then I like the 3 as my long shot, finished 3rd versus similar in his last race, has a high percentage winning trainer. Last pick 4, Miami Vice, Don Johnson, 2, 3, 5, 6 with the 2, with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, with the 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. That's, I believe, $50 ticket.
I have the 2-horse is my top pick, Steve, Dr. Steve. Simulation favorite, top total pace horse in the race, more than a length, better than everybody else, and should be out front. So if speed does hold today, fingers crossed. Just Call Ray, you have Jamie Ness and Mikel Sanchez together. They win at 36%. That's a pretty big number, and believe it or not, they still have a very small positive ROI. Duke of Gloucester. I don't know if that's how they pronounce it over there, but it is today. Paco and either of his Park starts, probably good enough to get the W here. Number 3, Praetorian Guard, much better early in its last. Cutback from a mile could be helpful to 7 furlongs. One of our good friends Charles Trent's favorite angles. I'm going to go 2, 5, 6, 1, 2, 6, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 for 45 Dolores on my pick 4. Race 1, Terry, about to get into the books. They're all loading up in there. We have some pick 4s. Right now, it looks like the 2 is the favorite to win this race. Let's see what we have here as far as our early speed. It looks like the 1 horse should be out front, the 4 horse should be out front, the 3 horse should be out front. And as they make their way early on, those horses are the ones setting the tone, although the 3 has taken the lead. The 1 horse is on the rail trying to make up some ground. As they make it down the stretch there, it looks like they said the 2 horses on the lead. All right, well, 2 horses down here, so he's running a little bit out of order. That's the wrong race. That explains it. Race 1. There we go. We had the 2 horse in there as a mix to get into the front along with the 4 horse. Then the outside is the 5. And the 1 down on the rail, he's kind of going backwards a little bit. Right now, if I'm looking at this, I'm going to say the 5 horse is going to run by everybody and win at the end there at 9-5. Although you do have the 6 horse coming up, making some waves. 4 continues to set the tone right now. El Medianoche with the 5 horse. Down around the bend they come. They're making their way home. The 4 and the 5 continue to lead the way. The 6 is trying to make up ground, but he's not really changed leads yet. It's the 4, it's the 5, it's the 4, it's the 5, it's the 4, it's the 5 down the stretch. 4 horse continues to bear down. It's going to go 4,
Please
then 5, then 6,
address at where you're going to be,
and then the 1. That's how it's going to finish there. All right, Terry, we're done with race number 1. So let's move on to race number 7, which is, I think, where we are right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Race number 7, let's talk about ways that you can help the show. And all it takes is a click of the mouse.
Okay, well, what you need to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel. Very easy to do. It doesn't cost anything for you to do that. And it really helps us out. We need to get to the 10,000 subscribers as soon as we can. And then you go down and hit that little bell, and that'll let you know when all the shows are coming up. Especially important because sometimes we have to do it a little bit early because of other commitments. And then go down and copy that link and share it with all your friends and neighbors, relatives, everybody, so they can take a look at what we're doing. Go to our social sites at X, Facebook, TikTok, Threads, Instagram at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like, and then it helps us out a lot there. And then I'll keep these picks coming and all of these different comments, as we love to see them, and it really helps us out with our algorithms.
Yeah, indeed. It boosts our search engine score. So if folks look for horse racing content on Google or YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or X, whatever you call it now, make sure you hit that like button or subscribe button or follow button, no matter where you are watching from today. Race 7, Terry, 7 furlongs. So there's a 7-7. Maybe there is another 7 in there. It'll be the lucky 7th race with 3 races to go. What's the 7th conditions?
All right. Well, it's an optional claiming race, $25,000 claiming price, purse $32,000 for 3-year-olds and upward, which have started for a claiming price of $25,000 or less, and which have never won a race other than a maiden or a claiming, or which have never won 4 races, or a claiming price of $25,000 and which have never won 4 races.
Well, early speed did keep it, keep it all the way around the track in the opener. So maybe early speed is back. If so, 35% at 7 furlongs. Show early speed and win. Gate to wire style. Inside 3 is the best place to be. So in race number 7, Terry, do we have any inside 3 speed?
Well, let me get back where I'm supposed to be here, and you can see here that you do. You have that. Where I'm number 7. No, actually, the outside horse has the most speed, and there's so many of speed horse with speed in here that especially the first 4 horses, it's really anybody's game to get there.
Looks like the 2 horse has a little bit of better early pace than the rest. All but the 3 have hit par for this level, and that is 89. So get a pretty hefty speed score in there. Terry, any overlays that might warrant some extra consideration?
Well, that 2 has a nice one, 9-5 to 3-1, and that's about the only one that I see there.
Yeah, 2 also scoring the only C-Zone, Comfort Zone score over 50 in a race that's pretty balanced. 2 on the front, 2 in the back, 2 in the middle. Those lone PCs can be awfully dangerous, especially with those high C-Zone scores. It does look like the 6 has the most upside and the best average race. Terry, who's got the best jockey and trainer?
Well, it looks like the best jockey's the 2. The best trainer is the 6, but I think the best combination of jockey trainer is the 2. So
the 1 and 2 in there tight. The 1 horse, Devil's K, that one has a top last race speed figure, 4 points clear of the mark. The next closest one, I don't know if I should be saying Mark and Devil's K in the same words together there, but nonetheless, 6, 2, 5, and 3, your top 4 total pace horses. Terry, who are your top 4 picks?
All right. Well, I'm going to start off in this race with Mr. Lincoln, the 2. He has won 3 races out of the last 4 starts at Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Number 1, Devil's K, ran second versus similar in his last race. The rail post is winning at a 19% clip, and he has a high percentage winning trainer, and he has a high percentage winning jockey, Paco Lopez. Then the 6, Ninja Prince, finished in the money in 4 races out of 5 starts at Parx Racing, winning 2 of the races. Best dirt speed is fast among today's starters. He has a high percentage winning trainer. My 3rd choice, Longshot States United, won his last 3 races, and he has a high percentage winning trainer. No bets for me here as I'm out of money.
I have the 2 horse, Mr. Lincoln. Yes, indeed, Mr. Lincoln. Ness and Sanchez, again, they win a lot, still produce a positive ROI. Can win with any running style. I like to see that when I'm looking through the past performances. When you look at the wins, this one came from way off the pace, right? 6.5 lengths back. This one came from the shotgun spot, and this one down here came on the lead. So any running style will do for Mr. Lincoln. And then the next horse on the list is Devil's K. That is that 4-point speed figure advantage. Better across the board. So all of its race internals improved. You see that right here. Gotta like that. And then also Paco riding after the second start to coming in from the NYRA circuit. Ninja Prize, the 6 horse, should be forward and is a top total pace horse and the top C-Zone horse. And then Patriarchal, that horse in there, the 5, if it runs back to its May 6th race, has an excellent chance to scoop up the dub. I'm going to go a $5 pick 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 7. So if it goes 2, 2, 2, hey, I could have a great day. I mean, I know that Private Ross is going 3, 3, 3. One of us could have a great day. And then a $5 double, 1, 2, 1, 2. So I can go 1, 2, or 1, 2. Putting some of my money to work. Daily double starts in race number 8. Terry, what are the conditions for the 8th?
All right. So in this 8th race at 6 furlongs, another optional claiming race, $16,000 claiming price if you elect to put your horse in there to possibly be claimed. Purse is $50,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards, which have never won a race other than a maiden claiming starter or state bred, or which have never won 2 races, or a claiming price of $16,000.
So back, Scary Creation said, Iconic Legacy is ready to run. Not sure how he loses race 5. He's an 8-time winner, dropping big time. And at this level at 15K, 1 by 6. So keep an eye on that. Don, we'll post the picks at the end of the show for you like we always do and hold them up for you, all right? So that way, we actually just started early today. So, yeah, because as Terry mentioned, sometimes we have other obligations in life. 6 furlongs, if you wanted to buy one of these optional claiming, 16,000 types. Terry's lunch money, that's where he's going today to spend 16 grand on lunch. None of them are available for sale. So he's going to have to let that money burn a hole in his pocket just a little bit longer. 6 furlong speed, yes, indeed, that's the way. 35% of the time. To lead the way is the best way. Big time rail bonus for a great Lilo. 2 and 3 play fair. 4 through 7 is the worst performance. 8 and out, a little bit under par, but not so bad, Terry. So if the rail horse in race number 8 had some speed, could be dangerous, does have a little bit of speed.
Yeah, it does. The 2 shows some speed, but also the 6 and the 1 have speed. So just another one of these anyone's guess on who's going to get to that quarter pole first. And then if you want to take a look here as far as the par, the 1, 3, and 4 have all in the past equaled or exceeded the par speed number for this race. And that 6 came very close with the maybe 1. The 2 has a maybe 5. So that's pretty good. And all of them show that they have a good chance to do it today, equal or exceed the speed par number.
Yeah, let's take a look at this 2-horse in here. Adios Jersey. It's his second start today. And when you look at second starts, that's the time horses have a great chance to improve. Studies show or research shows that they improve usually somewhere between 5 and 13 points. So we go to the max. And if the Adios Jersey improved to the max, 13 points, could hit as high as 100 on the speed figure gun, Terry. That horse could be in some Parx stakes races down the road. It's going to have some work to do because Great Lilo has a 7-point last race speed figure advantage and looks like he's got the top jock.
He sure does. He's got the top jock. The 3 has the best trainer. I think the 3 is the best combination of jock and trainer. So
yeah, 4 is in that mix as well. They're looking at this race shape. 1 and 6 want to be out front. 2, 3, and 4 want to close. Looks like 3 of them in here in the middle, Terry, should find the race very much to their liking today.
Yeah, that 2, 3, and 4 all are way above the 50% margin that we like to see. They're going to be very comfortable in this race. And then the 1 and the 6 has somewhat comfortable.
Yeah, if you're going to go for the Stephen Fielder angle, the horse that might have the highest odds in a 5-horse race, that'll be Roan Burgundy. Roan Burgundy does make our top 4 total pace horses. The horse with the biggest in-race advantage is the 3-horse. Run and Score, a little bit more than a length and a half late speed. So if the track does flip bias by race number 8, maybe that 3-horse comes in from behind, Terry, but we both think somebody else will win.
Yeah, I like the 2 Adios Jersey. He won his debut race by 7 lengths at today's distance, and he only need to repeat that race. And he has a high percentage winning jockey. Then I like the 3 Run and Score. He finished in the money in his last 5 starts. He won 2 of those. Has a high percentage winning trainer. Great Lilo. The 1 is my 3rd choice, ran second versus similar in his last race. And he has a high speed figure at today's distance. His best start speed is fast among today's starters. He has a high percentage winning jockey. And then the 6, Factor You and Me In, likes Parx Racing. He's been in the money 78% of the time, winning 33% of the races. Been in, at today's distance. I'm sorry. And today's distance won't be a problem as he's been in the money 86% of the time and won 29% of those starts. No bets for me here.
I think the 2-horse Adios Jersey with that second race, triple-digit ability potential, got to put that one on top. Room for enormous improvement today. I'm going to go with the track dropper coming in from Gulfstream Park. After running the top last race speed figure, a lucky 7 points better than anybody else. And he gets Paco Lopez. Did show much better early pace last time around the track, too. Run and Score does have the biggest in-race edge, as we talked about a length and a half more late speed than the rest, but hasn't won at the distance, although hasn't finished off the board either. 4 times out, 2 seconds, 2/3. So why not put him in 3rd? Number 6, Factor You and Me In, usually comes off the bench hot. Something I like to look at when I'm looking at horses that are making their first start after a layoff. So how have they done in the past when they've come off the bench? Did win. And 3rd by a neck. So clearly the horse doesn't mind a little R and R. I'm going to continue to spend some of my money here. $5 double, 1-5 with the 2, 5, and 7, and then a $10 exacta box, 1 and 2. And I think that exhausts all of my money for today. Indeed, it does. Last race of the day for you and me. But before we do that, tomorrow, Terry, I think we're doing Delaware Park, if I remember correctly.
That's correct.
And I think Thursday we'll end up doing Belmont at the Big A's. We'll go back there. And then when time permits, we'll probably do either Santa Anita if they're going to run on Thursdays or Churchill going forward. We'll see how that all plays out. Terry, another fast one in the finale today.
That's right. Take a look here that in this 9th race, we're going to shorten up to 5.5 furlongs. And it's a claiming race, $10,000 purse. The claiming price, the purse, $26,000 for 3-year-olds and upward, which have not won a race since March 10th. The claiming races for $8,000 or less were not considered, or which have never won 4 races.
Yeah, you better have some early juice when the gates open here. 45%. That's a big number. Go gate to wire. There's a strong rail advantage for Go East, but I don't know if he's going to go fast when the gates open. 2 and 3 also get a bonus. 4 through 7 a discount. 8 and out comes back to fair. So in the finale, Terry, who's the fastest of the fast?
Well, as you can take a look here and see that 5 should get out of that gate and get to that quarter pole first. The 3 may have something to say about it, but I think that 5 is going to do it.
That 7 might be in the mix there too. Everybody with a green except one red one in there.
That's right. The 1 hasn't ever equaled or exceeded the speed part numbers for this race, but all the others have. And all of these, except for the 4, can do it again. The one with the best numbers is the 7.
Slightly better than everybody else. The 2, no improvement last time out. Again, looking for horses on the upswing has proven to be a good place to look for winners. Our race view tells us, Terry, everybody wants to be middle forward, so should be pretty competitive. One horse in here, Terry, doesn't look like he's going to hit par, but might like the way this race plays out.
Yeah, that 4 has really got a nice C-zone number. He's going to be very comfortable in here. And that 7 also should be pretty comfortable.
Yeah, pretty big number in there too. Looks a lot of them. The 2 horse has the most upside. It does look like the 5 horse with the best average race in there. Pretty competitive spot, Terry. So maybe a jockey or trainer will make a difference. If you were to pick a jockey, who would that be? And if you were to pick a trainer, who would that be?
It'd be 3 would be the best jockey, 7 the best trainer. And I think the 7's got the best jockey trainer combination.
Too bad this guy's not running in race number 7 because he's got a 7-point last race speed figure edge. Does grade out as your top total pace horse with the 2, the 5, and the 4. Terry, so for the last time today, who you got?
Okay, so in this last race, I like the 2, Amazing Woo. He has won 2 races in a row and now goes for a hat trick. He has a high percentage winning trainer, and he has an early speed running style, so this shorter distance would be a plus for him. And then I like the 5, Poppy's Pride. His high percentage winning trainer wins 23% of the races in the first race after claiming a horse. Early speed running style helps chances, so he can improve at the shorter distance. Like the 7 is my 3rd choice, won 3 races out of the last 4 starts, so he loves to win. And he has a high percentage winning trainer. Eagle Man, the 4 is my long shot. He drops in class today, has the highest speed figure at today's distance, and his best start speed is fastest among today's starters. That's it for me.
I have the 7 horse Newdorf as my winner in the finale, Terry, because that guy at the top last race speed figure, 7 points. So you got 7 on 7. That's usually lucky. Top total pace and top par plus horse. Faster fractions, yes. Lots of reasons from the smart sheets to think the 7 is a smart bet. Amazing Woo. That horse, it's 2 huge wins in a row. Never off the board in a handful at Parx. 2 wins, a 2nd and 2/3 in 5 tries. Number 5, Poppy's Pride, the morning line favorite. It's also the sim favorite, also likely to be the pace setter with 45% win on the lead. Very consistent performer and could fire in the first up for a new barn. I wasn't really all that impressed with the workouts, though. And then find the Eagle Man, the 4 by far the best C-zone. Run at the distance a lucky 13 times and managed to hit the board in 12 of them. I would say that's a pretty good record at 5.5 furlongs. Here are our picks for the entire day. The 4 horse came home first in the first race, followed by the 5, then the 6. Here's the way we see the rest of the day today at Parx. Coming up in race number 2, we have the 2nd of the pick 4s. You can see them right there. Race number 3, no additional bets. Race number 4, more pick 4s. Hopefully they are corrected now. I hope they are. Race 5. I think you got it right. Yeah. Your best bet in race number 5, the 1 horse up against it, although Terry could be up against it because I also have the 1 horse in there. Usually I am a jinx for Mr. Terry. Race 6, another pick 4. Mine is a ransom note style with the lowercase and then the capital letters. Race number 7, I have my pick 3 and my double. And then another double in race number 8 to round out both of our days of our Benny and the bets. Again, if you like the smart sheets, there is a link in the description on YouTube. Kindly subscribe there if you have not. If you're watching on X, go on over to YouTube and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, go over to X and follow us because sometimes, for whatever reason, one venue works and one venue doesn't. That way you don't miss a show. We do have other social sites, Facebook being one. We have the most followers or likes or whatever you call that over there. Make sure you join that crowd. Our good friend Sean posts some decent content from time to time over there as well. Free picks today at Finger Lakes. There is a link in the description. You can catch those over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet, a link down below. Again, just a few minutes, we'll post all of our thoughts, a race replay, and timestamp every race on YouTube. You can catch that at horseracingtoday.net. Support the show by getting some HRT gear. Head on over there to that and get your See You in the Winner's Circle. Again, if you're like me and you can't wear white because all your food ends up on there, you can have a hidden color or one that hides food stains. You can go with black, or you can go with like light blue, or whatever it is that you prefer. They're all customizable. All right, Terry, that's it for you and me today. Any final thoughts from you before we part way and start getting ready for Delaware Park on Hump Day?
Yeah, just have a great day, the rest of the day, and be careful this week, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, no matter what you're doing for the rest of this terrific Terry Tuesday, I'm glad to be back. Well, be honest, I'd rather be on the beach, but hopefully you can help us get to 10,000 in maybe 2 years. With your help, I can spend the rest of my life on the beach, on a golf course, someplace warm. Until then, we hope you have a blessed Tuesday. May all of your goals and endeavors have God's blessings, God's grace, and end up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, see you tomorrow, Delaware Park. Until then, have a blessed Tuesday.